I went to do, I was working in New York, and Merv was doing a radio show. And at that time, Count Basie, had written a song that had a really marvelous groove to it. Just was wonderful. And everybody that announced something had this song in the background because it was an uplifting thing. Commercials had it. People who had radio shows had it. And so did Merv. And so Merv began to sing the weather report to the groove of this Basie number. And I began to sing the weather report also. And so we just really had a marvelous time. It was written on the cue cards or the, so that you could see it. So we just began to sing it. I don't know why we did that, but we did. We began to sing it. And after that, we did, he had some kind of an affair that he was raising money for. And after the radio show, I went with him to that affair where I met his wife-to-be. And then he got this television show. And at that time, if you had a hit record, you could sing. If you were black, you could sing on the show. But nobody ever invited you over to sit down and talk. They would open the curtains, you would sing, they would close the curtains, and the master of ceremonies would start some other conversation and move on to the next thing. Well, having done this song of the weather report with Merv and having spent that day with him, he knew that I could carry on a conversation. And so he broke the barrier. And he invited me to come over and sit down on the couch. And it was, he said, one of his best shows because we clowned, we sang, we laughed, and that made it possible for the other people to say, come on over and sit down, because they found out I had some comedic talent and that I could hold my place with whoever was there. So Merv made a big, important stance in my life.